but the additions have become first. Wherever there's a prayer meeting, the additions are the first in the heart of the praying man and the praying woman, not God. We can't have revival where God is not first in the heart of the man or woman praying. It was so serious that Acts chapter 3, Peter and John are pastoring the big church, thousands of people, and Peter is looking at a cripple and saying, silver and gold have I now. How can you pastor 3,000 people and say you don't have silver? He wasn't preaching poverty, but it showed what their heart was yearning and crying for.
What was important?
What was important? If God doesn't do something about our prayer points, we may never get in alignment with heaven. Because the prayer points are pointless in heaven.
The prayer points are made by men.
Yeah. You know,
motivated by needs.
So unfortunate. If Dangote or Bill Gates enter many churches today, they will go back sinners because nothing comes out to hit them. Nothing. There is no piercing gospel. Nothing is sharp enough again to circumcise hearts. And I cry for what is said in Zechariah chapter 12 verse 10. He said, and I will pour out upon the house of David and the inhabitants of Jerusalem, what? The spirit of grace and supplications.
Grace and supplication.
Now, that is heavy. Let me leave it hanging a little. When you talk of supplication, it's prayer, but beyond normal prayer. Have you discovered that when you go to what Paul said in Ephesians, he said, finally, my brethren, be strong in the Lord and in the power of his might. Verse 10. We wrestle not against flesh and blood, verse 12, but against what? Principalities, powers, rulers of the darkness of this world. Then he, from verse 14, talks about what makes up the whole armor. Then as you get to verse 18, look at what it says in verse 18. That is what makes the armor potent. That is the energy of the armor. What is the energy of the armor? What makes the armor unusually powerful? He said, praying always. With what? All prayer. And what? Supplication. Where? In the spirit. What is supplication? Begging. Asking with begging and humble plea to a higher authority. Now, let me say this to you. Do you discover after Elijah prayed and prayed for fire, he was standing in the prayer. But the prayer for the rain, he fell. The Bible said he cast himself on the ground and put his face between his knees. Now, wait a minute. How can I be a man that has seen fire come down and I see fall down? What other prayer will make me go down? How can I be so mighty with so much fire coming down and I see go down with my face between my knees? It was a state of supplication. Because what we're asking for cannot be gotten if we may not, with a serious mind, beg heaven for it and cry for it.
But you know that some people are saying that We shouldn't be begging.
It's lack of understanding.
He said how can you beg? It's lack of faith when you're begging, and lack of understanding. And God has given us everything.
When Paul talks of supplication, let them check out even in normal dictionary, English dictionary, what supplication is. Supplication means a plea in the court.
All right, Dr. Sam, let's keep it there because of time.
All